Hello and welcome to IS340 Operating Systems. My name is Kim and I'll be your TA for this course. Each week you'll be doing a hands-on practice, and with the videos I will explain to you the insights behind the technology and the activities that you'll do in your hands-on. So let's dive in right away. In this week's hands-on you'll be using Amazon Web Services or AWS and its EC2. To manage the EC2 you will use the Ubuntu operating system. And since everything is on the cloud, for you to connect to the EC2 from your device, you will need to establish a secure connection, and we'll do that using OpenSSH. And for people who have trouble using OpenSSH, we will troubleshoot by using Putty. So let's break down each component more. First of all, Amazon, AWS, and EC2. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. So if you go on aws.amazon.com, you'll be able to see all the cloud services that they provide in here. And if you click on compute, you will see that EC2 is listed in here. So now that leads to what EC2 is. Basically, you can understand EC2 the simplest way. It is a computing power. It is very similar to a normal computer. It has all the components that a normal computer would have. It can do everything that a normal computer would do. The only difference is that instead of sitting physically with you, it is on the cloud. It is managed, it is stored, secure, everything on the cloud. And here they also give the definition, which is virtual servers in the cloud. Most of the time, people use it as servers for either their personal projects or for their business. And when you talk about EC2, there is a term that always comes along, which is instance. So simply speaking, instance can be understood as a machine, a virtual machine or a virtual computer. So from now on, if you hear EC2 instance and you get confused, you can just refer it as a virtual environment, a virtual machine, a virtual computer. Okay, so now why are we using it? It's because it's very low cost. There's no membership. You, for the first year as a free tier, you don't have to pay anything, and then after that, you pay as you go. So for now, I'm using it for my personal projects, and I pay about $2 to $3 per month. There's no membership and there's low cost, but you are limited to 750 hours per month, so you might want to pay attention to how many instances or machine you have on running to lower your cost. And it's multi-platform. You can run it from any of the operating system, either Mac or Windows or Linux, and they also provide you with different kind of platforms. So imagine with your physical device, it is running on either Mac or Windows or Linux. What if you want to have more OS? Then you either have to install more, which will cost you storage, or you can buy more devices, but it will cost you a lot of money. So that's not very sufficient if you want to go for bigger scales. So then EC2 is our solution. You can just go on there, choose the operating system that you want, and then you can have as many as you want. And it's also very secure. Like I said, to connect to your EC2, you need to establish a secure connection, first of all. And then EC2 also provides you with a key pair technology, which means that they will give you your own unique special key, and you need to save it somewhere safe and secure. And every time when you try to access to your EC2, you use that unique key so that anyone without your special key, they will not be able to get into your instances or machines. And even it is that secure, it is very easy to access. The only thing you need to do is to go on your EC2, log in, get your instances started and running, and then from your device, you put in the command and put in your key, and there you go, you're connected. Very easy. And then with Ubuntu, like I said before, quickly, it's another operating system. It's very similar to Mac or Windows. It's just different techniques. It is basically just another operating system. And when you hear people say, I use Linux, Ubuntu is one of them. It is an open source software, which means that it is free and it is managed and contributed by the community. So then, if you are interested in Linux, you can look for more Linux distributions, and then they will give you different kind of distributions and operating system and what they do, what they are used for which purpose. Ubuntu, it's one of them, and this is free, and it is one of the most user-friendly one. So that's why we're using it for this course. And then OpenSSH, like I said, it helps you to establish a secure connection. Basically, you can understand it as a networking tool. It helps you secure the connection between your device and the server on the cloud. And Putty is basically the same thing, except it's for Windows users. So what about the language that we use? So we're gonna use Bash scripting. Bash is basically another programming language. You can simply understand it that way. And since we are learning about operating system, when you think of this term, you want to think of scheduling tasks, managing users, permission files, memory storage, and things of that nature. And the most popular language to use to do these things is Bash scripting, and that is the reason why. And so basically, this is all the components of your hands-on for this week. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and dive in and do your hands-on. If you have any question, feel free to reach out to me. Here's my contact, and you can also find my information on your course shell on Blackboard. So have fun and see you next week. Bye.